pointed out a very good questions because this is the first time you are doing. Yes, and within 10 minutes you are uploading that one. Yeah, I understood. Very good. Good question you have suggested. So you can ask me during the test. Let it be 45 minutes here written. So if you need, I can give some extra time, say 15
Okay,
minutes
sir.
that
Thank
you
you.
told. Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
welcome, welcome. Okay. So let's see how the class test is going on and keeping the camera on because I will
Sir,
monitor everybody. Yes.
sir, how many minutes before you will give the question paper?
Okay. See, it is internally I am doing. Okay. Once I will give the questions. You will say I got the questions. Correct. From that time onwards, time will be counted. Don't worry. Understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Okay, sir.
you mean to say you want some time to read the questions? No, no time, extra time will be given. Okay, I will tell you in mid semester what we used to do. We set some time. So like at 1 p.m. question will be shared with you. From that time onwards, the time will be counted, and once time is over, say 45 minutes, then 10 minutes extra. After 55 minutes, if somebody upload, it will come to me as a late response. Understood? If it is late response, whether I will consider that one or how I will react with that, there are some norms given by the institute. Okay. Say for example, some students might have some issue, some eye problems, not able to see that one. So those students, what used to do, they contact Dean Academic. From there, they can take the permissions. Some students I have seen they are getting 20 minutes extra because this is disability for that student, not able to see this screen properly. Those are the special case. But in general, but for that one, I'm not talking about the class test. Class test is within you and me. Don't worry. For the midterm and end semester, for those special case, so those who need some extra time, they have to take permission from the dean academic and from the controller office. We will supposed to get one email that this student, this enrollment number should be allowed 20 minutes extra for the exam. We will allow that. Hmm. So I think during this class test, it will be having very good first time you are doing. Okay, your experience also and time as I told. Yes, 45 minutes I will extend. Don't worry. But that is for the class test only, not for mid sem or end sem. Is it clear?
Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Sure.
yes, yes. Any other question?
Sir, when will you grade our assignments? Like you said, you will do it at last, but can you do it now? Like just for the first one, so we get to know what our errors are, so we don't repeat them in second and third assignment.
Okay, actually,
Just for this one time, if you
uh,
can.
okay. Actually, I have many other classes. I'm very busy.
Yeah, I get that, sir. But
Yeah.
if you tell
Okay.
our mistakes, we won't repeat that in second and third assignment. No.
Don't worry. Don't worry. So I'll tell you. For the time being, I cannot do anything. I'm very busy, extremely busy. Okay, overloaded
Okay,
with
sir.
the classes. Some days I'm taking 5 days continuous classes. Okay, I cannot do anything. I will tell you. See, in assignment, as you told, this problem may be there. So what I want to focus that whether your approach is correct, okay, and whether you are getting correct results. That way I will mark because say for example you here three assignment, another three assignments I will provide you after the maybe before mid sem also I can provide you another assignment after the mid sem, another two three assignment. Uh,
Okay,
so
sir.
so it will be a huge problem you will be submitting. Don't worry. Okay, cumulative way silly mistake will not be counted here. Understood? Say for example, you are giving me 100 problems or maybe 80 problems. Out of 80, if you are getting two or three problems, some mistake, you will get full marks almost. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
sir, will you be taking any more class tests?
After midterm.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, another class test I will take. Hopefully, I will tell you. I cannot assure you. Hopefully, I will take another class test because why? Hopefully, maybe due to the lack of time, I am not getting at all time to complete the syllabus. Then maybe this one class test I will consider. It is optional. I can take, I may not take because I'm not very sure that whether I will get any time or not. If I'm getting time to take any class test, definitely I will take another class test. And what percentage of
Hello,
marks?
sir.
Yeah, yes. What percentage of marks for class test I'll put? It is solely up to me. I will not disclose to anybody. Even nobody will ask me also. We have the full power for this 20 marks. 30 marks will be midterm, 50 marks will be your end semester. So remaining is 20 marks. It is with me. I have the full power to adopt the procedure, the weightage, whether it is from the class test mode or assignment mode, or maybe your attendance. I will decide. Okay. I will not disclose to any of the student. Yes. Next question.
Hello,
Yeah.
sir. Sir, my role is 0 MEB 045.
Okay.
I'm maybe absent.
Just a minute. I'll tell you, if I am giving this attendance for the entire class, it is difficult. This is the last time I am giving. After that, I will not allow. Because, yes, just a minute, just a minute. What is your roll number?
MEB 045, sir.
Maybe 1 minute. 0,
54, sir.
5, 4.
54.
Okay, okay. Oruna Bhopal, you are absent. You are not there at that time. See,
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you, sometimes students, just a minute, listen, students, they have logged in, then they left. When I am calling roll number say 54, the student is not responding, even he is not typing, means he left, he has opened that screen and left. This is the last time I am giving the attendance. After that, once attendance is over, no attendance will be provided because I cannot spoil the class doing this. Okay, next question. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Your
No,
roll
sir,
number.
my phone was hanged.
That's why you have to type at that
So
time.
I,
You have to type that one. 5-4. Okay, so what? Then it is, who is asking this? Ah, yes. Name? Okay, this is the last time I am giving attendance. Okay. Because what will happen then our target to complete the syllabus, that will be lost. And if I am losing my patience, then I cannot continue with the concentrations. So you will be loser. Okay. You will be loser,
sorry,
not
sir.
me. Yeah. Okay, fine. No problem. Understood.
Thank you, sir.
If I am getting annoyed, then I cannot conduct the class smoothly. You will be loser. Okay, fine. Next is, yes, fine, fine. Okay, next time onwards, be serious. Okay. Okay. Uh, then what we can do? Let me go to the problem sheet two. Let me have some note. How many problems I have to solve
Sir,
from
can I
problem?
make a small suggestion?
Yes, yes.
Sir, actually there is an extension in Google Chrome in which you just click once and you get all the attendance in an Excel sheet. So you can use that. It saves a lot of time.
Okay, but that will help me that whether students entered late or before.
Actually, sir, you can take it in middle of class so you get to know that everyone is present or not. You don't disclose to us like when you are taking it.
No, that is the issue. Actually, why I'm doing this, I told before also. Recent one incident happened. One teacher has taken everything in Google Form, and somehow it is missed. So one student supposed to have almost 100% attendance. The student was not able to appear in the exam because, as per the professor's notifications, he's left the he was not at all in the class. That's why
Okay,
always
sir.
I do prefer to interact with you. Let's take some 5-10 minutes, but at least there will be some interactions. I should not be robot in taking the attendance.
Yeah.
That is the
Okay,
main
sir.
purpose. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Don't worry.
Yes,
Huh?
sir.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. What else? Some students, there will be no interaction with me at all. Some students are not like in the aerospace department or maybe mechanical engineering. yeah, to whom I can take class in near future. Then what will happen? Say one student is not, you are shy person, not asking at all any questions. I'm not taking any attendance. That means verbally I never call your name or roll number and you have given answer. Okay. So we all are just like Sophia, a robot. Okay. So okay, no problem. Okay, now
Okay.
tell me, yeah, yeah. Now tell me this problem sheet 2, how many problems you are stuck? You need help from me. Let me decide first. For fiction, how many problems you are looking help from me? Tell me.
So problem 7 and 10.
Okay, just a minute. Problem 7, problem 10. Okay. Problem 10 I have told on that day or not?
No,
Not yet,
sir.
no?
Yes, sir, you
Okay, okay,
told
fine.
that.
Huh? I have told? No. Did I told this? Before
No,
10?
sir.
No, okay, no problem. Any other problems? Actually, I will tell you. If you have any problem for the friction, you have to tell now itself, not after that. I will see how many problems you are having. Then, if it is many more, then I will think not all problem I will solve. Few problems I will solve. One problem, one request I got. Problem number 7. Another request, problem 10. Any other problems? You have to tell now itself.
Sir,
I
question number 6.
Question number 6. Okay. Any other problem?
Actually, sir, I have not completed it. That's why I have no doubt in it.
Okay. So if
So
it is
problem number
so,
9, sir.
9. Okay. Anything else? That's all, correct? If you want anybody want to say this, you have to say now itself. Because next day I'll not give you any hints from this. This is fiction. I will not ask next day. Whatever you want to tell now itself. If anybody has any doubt regarding any free body diagram, anything, you can ask me now.
Sir, can
Sir,
we keep this in next class because many of us haven't tried the sheet yet?
I tell you, see, last day I have shown 2 or 3 problems. Now I am showing you 4. 3 plus 4, 7, remaining 5. So next day, you are asking, some students are asking 5 problems. What does it mean? You are 10 plus 2 standard, you have qualified, you cracked the JEE main, you have come here. Out of 12, I am solving all 12s. It is not good, correct? That's why I'm telling. If anybody is facing any issue, some of your friend already solved. You can take help from them, but don't copy their answer script. You can discuss and you can take help and do at your own. You understand that problems. Last day maybe I have solved 3. I am telling this. Today I am solving 4. So 3 plus 4, 7. Say for example, next day some students remaining 5 problems you will be asking. That means all 12 problems I am solving here. That is not good. If that way it continues, you will not will get any confidence. And when I will give any new problems, you will not able to give the answer correctly. You will not able to solve that. Don't memorize the problem. Don't just try to have some memory, put everything. No, try to understand the concept. You utilize the concept. 100% you will get the results. Now tell me, one, two, three, four. Four problems request I got. Any problems if you have, you can tell me.
Sir,
Yeah.
like in previous assignment, you told us what were the required points to be mentioned in the
Yeah.
solution.
Yeah.
So, in this assignment also, please tell us which
Same
points
thing.
should be mentioned.
The same thing is, see, that you have to draw the free body diagram, and for free body diagram what are the things you have to do. Your free body diagram should be neat and clean. It should represent all the forces, even if it is contact force, if it is frictional force, self weight, reactions. Okay, and also the dimensions, some length, maybe some angle. Those things you have to provide. Same step, nothing new. Whatever we'll do, the step will be same. It is valid for everywhere. For this equilibrium, for friction, for thrust problem, everywhere. The key mantra is free body diagram. Proper free body diagram. Yeah.
Sir, I have joined late, so please mark me present.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So in the assignment, do we need to draw the original figure too?
No. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Okay, not required.
Only FBDs.
That is more than enough because FBT is representing everything. Don't worry.
Okay, sir.
Sir, I have joined late.
Okay.
Electronics 35.
I will mark your name. What is that roll number?
35 electronics.
Electronics 35. Name?
Mohammed Fuzail Asif.
Okay. How many days it will continue? The late entry? Not for you, for other students also. Entire class, correct? It is. It is almost 40 minutes late. This is the last time I am giving. Next time I will not give. Let it be one absent. Okay. Okay. So, 4 problems only, correct? Should I continue with these four problems?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a minute. Let me check problem 6 first. Which one is 6? This one. Okay. Let me check it. We have uniform slender rod is slowly lowered from the upright position. Initially it was like that. Theta was 90 degrees. This was theta. Initially it was like this. Now we are slowly lowering that by means of a cord attached to its upper end here. This is the cord passing over the small fixed pulley here. The rod is observed to slip at the lower end. Here, slipping will be here at theta equal to 40 degree. Determine the coefficient of static friction at the horizontal surface. So as this is pulley, we can consider it is frictionless pulley. So only friction is here. Now you have to draw the free body diagram. So draw the free body diagram. Imaginary card boundary is like this. This is the imaginary card boundary. So what are the things we are expecting? First of all, if theta becomes 40 degree from 90 degree to you have reached to 40 degree, but because you are lowering this, so if you do more, it will start slipping. So if you start slipping, so this side you try to understand. This side will try to move left side, right side. That one you have to consider first. Which side it will move, left or right?
So I did not see the marker.
Right.
Here, this one. It will try to move left
Sir,
or
left,
right?
sir.
Left.
Sir,
Left
left.
side.
Left side.
Right.
Left, sir.
Okay, initially it was like this. Now you are lowering this, maybe this. Then it will try to move left or right? Right
Left,
or
sir.
left? Left.
Left.
Left, sir.
That means friction force will act this direction. At theta equal to 40 degree. I have to draw the free body diagram. So what I will do, I will draw this dotted line like this. Then from this, let's have dotted line only first. Then I'll see. Maybe then this one. Okay. Then I'll draw here. Okay, this is the slender rod and this is pulley, this is tension of the cord and this length is here. This length is L. I have to draw this L also here, okay? And this is some reaction force N, some friction force F. This is theta. Theta equal to 40 degree. I'll write later. And this distance also I have to write like this. This also L. Okay. So anything else I left?
Wait, sir.
Yes, wait. W or mg? So W is correct. Yeah. Very good. So I'll write FBD of slender rod. Then I will write here x-axis this, y-axis this. Okay. Now, if this is L, this is L, this also L. So it is, if it is alpha, this also will be alpha, correct?
Yes, sir.
If that is alpha, that also will be alpha. If it is 40 degree, 40 degree, then it is 180 minus 40, correct?
Yes, sir.
Or maybe 2 alpha equal to theta, is not it? Alpha plus alpha
Yes,
equal
sir.
to theta. So
Yes,
2
sir.
alpha, so 2 alpha equal to theta. You can calculate the alpha value. So alpha you know. Now you draw to understand this free body diagram. So unknowns are okay. Now question is that it is observed when theta equal to 40 degree, it is sleep. It will start sleeping. That means this F, the friction force F equal to mu S n. It has reached to limiting case. F equal to F limiting case when theta equal to 40 degree. When theta equal to 40 degree. Now, if somebody want to calculate what are the unknowns, that means F equal to mu S n. That relationship is valid. Now, if somebody want to say give name A, B, C, you have to be careful. This is dotted one. This to this is dotted one. This is solid line. Okay. If you want to take moment with respect to A, you will get unknown force as a n. N value will get. Now you use summation fx equal to 0, summation fy equal to 0 to get t and n. Mg is given. Now let me check. I have solutions directly. I can show you the solutions. 6 problem, correct? Supposed to have, yes. So this is friction force. All the students are requested to mute yourself. I am getting some sound. Okay. This is normal force. This is mg. This is a t. Okay. So 40 degree, alpha is 20 degree. Okay. So if I want to take moment with respect to say this point, I can calculate. If I take moment with respect to this point, I can get t. Then summation fx 0, summation fy will 0. If you reach to this, finally we will get this. Now these calculations you have to do. Okay. You have to be careful. You are not doing any mistake. So the trick lies here drawing this one, this free body diagram only. If you can do free body diagram correctly, then some like 10 standard geometry operations to get the dimensions, you have to utilize the equilibrium equations. Okay, this is done. Any doubt who asked these questions?
No, sir.
Yes, 6 is done. Next is 7. Yes, 7 is this. Okay, here a man pedals his bicycle up, means moving up basically. A 5 moving, okay, bicycle up a percent grade on a slippery road at a steady speed. Steady speed is acceleration 0. Okay. The man and bicycle have a combined mass of 82 kg and mass center is G. So this is G, mass center here. This is the mass center G. If the rear wheel is on the verge of slipping, determine the coefficient of frictions mu s between the rear tire and the road. If the coefficient of frictions were doubled, what should be the friction force acting on the rear wheel? Why may we neglect friction on that front wheel? This is the total questions. Now, your idea is you have to draw the free body diagram carefully for these problems. To draw the free body diagram, you can see here this is 5, this is 100. So 5 by 100, if angle is alpha here, so this alpha is here. So tan alpha equal to this. Tan alpha equal to this. 5 by 100. Now I am to draw this free body diagram. So roughly dotted line, let me draw it. Let me draw circle here, another circle here. I'm simplifying the model, okay? And is some center of mass maybe here. Let me. So this is alpha. Alpha you can calculate, okay? So here, so this is the point, CG point. So I will decompose this into two components. This is mg sin alpha. This is mg. See, this point is g, mg cosine alpha. Next, some reaction force. One is here, one is here. Okay. Now, as it is moving up, okay, it is the steady speed. Okay, okay. It is with the steady speed. Okay, here mg is 82 kg. Okay.
Sir, 82G.
Sorry. Multiple. Thank you. Newton. So, okay. What else it is there? Let me check. Nothing. Is total weight has been told. Let me draw the distance then. This is 460 millimeter. This is 1080 millimeter. This distance is given as 700 millimeter. So maybe this is x directions, this is y directions. Okay. Now, basically, this is maybe N1 normal reactions, then this is N2. So N1, N2, two reaction force. Here is self weight mg. Three unknown. Okay. Now friction force. Okay. Which direction friction force supposed to work?
Right.
Upward, sir.
Yes. Because that friction force is helping. The friction force is helping to
So moving up.
moving up. Very good. Now maybe friction force F1. Okay. Now if you see carefully, this N1 and N2. Okay, if somebody calculate N1 and N2, N1 is higher than the N2. Okay. N1 is higher than the N2. Let's.
Sir, friction will be on both tires, right?
I'll tell you. If I take both side frictions, it will be in. You cannot calculate. It will be indeterminate. That's why I'm telling this hints why you have to consider to solve this. When N1 is greater than N2, but in the problem says that your rear wheel is on the verge of slipping, and coefficient of frictions for the say inclined, let's say it is same. You can expect same, correct? So what is happening for this case? If it is coefficient of friction is same and N2 is less, so N2 will start already have some sleeping tendency before N1 will reach to its limiting case because N2 is less. So mu N2 also will be less. Many times we used to drive the bicycle such that front wheel is out of the your ground, but still we can drive, correct? Because your force has been applied by the rear wheel only, pedal. Okay, so that's why even if this when this one in this rear wheel is trying to have limiting frictions, it has already started rolling. Rolling friction already started. If it is so, rolling friction already started. The rolling friction that value is much higher than the here these frictions. This will already start slipping at that case, but it is not started slipping at that point. Have you understood this point? That is the reasons we want to neglect that friction of the lower wheel. Sorry, the front wheel. That value is less. Even we are neglecting that, our purpose will we can solve the problems unless we will not get the solutions. It will be indeterminate. Have you got this point? Understood, or should I explain once again?
So I have a doubt.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Sir, will only the rear wheel act in case of a bicycle or a car, uh, and the front wheel will move due to inertia of the due to the moving of the rear wheel?
No, my question is when this one it will reach to the conditions bars to of sleeping. Sleeping will start here. We have reached that conditions. It is given the problem. Okay. But N1 is greater than N2. That means here limiting case it has already reached. So
Yes,
sleeping has
yes,
already started here. You try to understand this point.
yes,
Understood this point?
yes, sir.
Sir,
If it is so, then once it has started sleeping, then only resistance will be given by the frictional force at the rear wheel only.
Yes, sir.
That
Yes,
is the reasons, nothing else. Don't think that much of complicated things. It is simplify this. Yeah. Any somebody want to ask?
yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir, how did we come to know that N1 is greater than N2?
Okay. This is first assumption I will show you. Okay. The way I have shown before, we have assumed that some value are lesser than the other one. I will show you.
Okay, sir.
Okay, I will show you. Of course, solution I will show you. So if we consider this free body diagram, a video of system, you can write system x given. So what I will do to solve this? So I will take moment with respect to this point. I can get relationship between n2 and m or weight, summation fx, summation fy, and we'll use f1 equal to mu n1 the relationship, and we can get this one, these solutions. F is the frictional force. Here instead of f, sorry, f1 equal to f. I'll show you the solutions. Okay. Okay, very old solutions, don't worry. So this is the free body diagram. So this frictions and this and this. So here the notation is, say this is A, this is point is B, so this is G given. And dimensions are given, X, Y you have considered. and 5 by 100 inclination is theta or alpha or theta equal to 2.86 degree. You can calculate. We have 1, 2, 3. Actually, these are dependent. 1, 2, 3. If I consider another friction here, it will be indeterminate problem, redundant problem. So we are not considering friction here. Another reason is it is already started slipping because n1 is greater than n2. I'll show you. So to show this problem, say if I take here as per shown moment with respect to this, moment with respect to this point A, if I take A, then I can calculate the N1 because in your problem mass is given 82 kg. So I'll take moment with respect to this point A, this will be uh, then N1 can be calculated as uh, 487.23. See, there may be some issue with the last digit. Don't worry. Okay, digit a little bit approximation is possible. Okay, acceleration due to gravity 9.81 you can take. So I can calculate N1. I can calculate N1. Okay. Now, if I know N1, if I use summation Fy equal to 0, then I can get N2. N2 is this. N2 is 316 Newton. N1 is 487 Newton. Coefficient of friction is same. So if this point is going to the condition impending to slip, then already slippage has started here. Once it will start slipping, you have seen many times car one wheel is getting slipped. Okay, slipping already start. So we have sometimes we add some extra material to increase the coefficient of frictions. Okay, many times the car when it is with some like floor ground is made of mud or something. We have seen many times. Reasons behind that why not we are considering the friction is this N2 is lower. Okay, if you consider that one, then somebody want to use fx equal to 0. That means f is f minus mg sine theta equal to 0. F equal to mg sine theta. You will get that value, say 40.13 Newton. We are getting this relationship basically from the equilibrium.
Sir, as theta is less, can we use sin theta is equal to tan theta is equal to theta?
No. Don't do that much of that things. Then you cannot justify this for 15 marks or 10 marks. Okay, 2 marks it is fine. If I ask you for 2 marks, you can give that, but not for 10 marks. Okay. Then, so F we want to calculate from the equilibrium. This is the F. F we can calculate from the equilibrium. So that is the F value, mg sine theta. Now next is, so what we are going to do that for the given the particular problem, we are neglecting the friction at this point A. Then summation Fy 0. First of all, we are taking some moment expressions here. Moment we are taking here to get N1. Summation Fy 0 will give the N2. Summation Fx equal to 0 will give F value. If we are calculating here from the equilibrium condition only. Okay. Now, if we get this F value around friction 40.13, that value, here, what is the limiting frictions? Let me check. What is the limiting frictions? Mu multiplied by n. If you use somewhere, whether I have done or not, mu, okay, mu is unknown. Sorry, mu we don't know here till now. Mu is unknown. So another way, if I take moment with respect to this point A, moment with respect to this point A, then N1 multiplied by this distance anticlockwise minus mg multiplied by this distance clockwise, this one, plus mg sin theta multiplied by this distance. And if you can equate this, if we equate this, considering that mu n1 equal to mg sin theta, mu n1 equal to mg sin theta, or mu n equal to mg or w sin theta, n1 equal to this, and you put this, you can get the value of coefficient of friction. Or many ways also you can do that one. Okay. Or different way also you can do. But here what I am using only equilibrium equations. I am using equilibrium equations to get that one. Actually, why I am using equilibrium equations? Because equilibrium equation is always will be maintained for these problems. Next one, let me check. If the coefficient of friction is doubled, what will happen? Okay. Now, if the coefficient of friction, whatever we got, initially we got how much? Somewhere it has been written. Let me check. Coefficient of friction. Yeah, 0.082. Somewhere it has been written. Yes, 0.082 coefficient of friction. If it is being doubled, 2 multiplied by this is the coefficient of friction. Okay. But what will be the F limiting case? F limiting case, that will be multiplied by N1. But that is 80.24. 80.24. That is the limiting case. But if you go for the equilibrium conditions, still you are getting these expressions for equilibrium. So even if your coefficient of friction you are getting double, it will not change the total frictional force. Okay, have you understood up to this?
Yes, sir. In the second case, sir, it will stop slipping since the limiting value is higher.
Okay, if it is limiting, yes, if it is limiting value is higher, it will stop. It will stop. Correct.
Okay, sir. No doubt more.
Okay.
Understood.
So yes, it will be stopped, or maybe yes, it will be stopped because coefficient of friction is high, limiting value is high. Yes. Now here, yes, but this problem has some issue, as you told, rightly pointed out that uh, that that it is you told what is asked. You try to understand if the coefficient of friction were doubled, what would be the friction force acting on the rear wheel? That is same, is not it? Friction
Yes,
force
sir.
is same,
Yes.
but it is. But if you do double, then bicycle will not slip and it will stop. You're right. Okay. Because it will due to the slip limiting case will increase, it will not able to move. Yeah. Fine. Next was this is 7, correct? 9. This one is yes. Okay. There 9, then 10. Okay, fine. 2 problems more. Okay. So we have 2 edges. Sorry, 2 edges. Like one is like this, one is like this. Okay. I have done this. Okay. Then some force has been applied from there. So one question is, if you apply force here, like this and this, which case, left, case 1, case 2, left, right, which portions will be in contact? Left or right? roller.
Right.
Right portion.
Right
Due to
one.
this, yes, yes. Due to
Right.
the roller, yes, yes, correct. Friction can be neglected from the roller. Friction can be neglected from the roller. So one case is, say, I can have, I'm drawing here itself because to save some time. I'll show you the solution again. So first free body diagram is like this. Entire things I am considering, okay? Only these upper portions. Then this is the vertical one, this is the normal one, sorry, this is the normal one. So there will be some reaction force, normal reaction, and coefficient of due to friction, it will be here left side or right side. Friction force. You are not understanding. Here, let me draw like this. Yes.
Sir, right side.
Yes. Right to left or left to right?
Sir, right to left.
Right to left. Okay. This. So that fever diagram, if you draw, then you can get some relationship from the top one. From the bottom one also you can get some relationship. But if we apply the P these directions, this block, 5 kg block will try to move upward directions. But in this problem it is given, determine the magnitude of forces required to lower the column if some coefficient of friction, so all cases 0.4. That means if we want to lower down this column, then your force has to apply in reverse directions. Then only you will able to lower down. So two problems have been marked here. One is to lift it up and to keep it down. Lift it up and to keep it down. Although figure has been given, if you work accordingly, it will try to keep it up. The column will move upward directions. If you make the P in reverse directions, as I told, initially it was given this, it will lift up. To use this, it will lift down. Okay, it will move down. So to get the solutions, what we can do? What is the problem number? It is 9, correct? Okay. So as I told, so left side one, as a whole, I want to draw this. Entire things. So this is the reaction force, say R4. This is the cell weight 5 kilonewton. This is the P, initially given P. Then basically here you try to understand this is the normal directions and this is the normal directions frictions, sorry, normal direction reactions, and this is the friction. As a whole, it will have some resultant here. This is the resultant. I want to represent resultant by R2. So this is the resultant. And this resultant will make with the normal with angle phi. Phi is the friction cone. So this is the normal and this is phi. And this is 5 degree OS. So this is 5 degree. Have you understood this free body diagram? Free body diagram of the upper OS plus this weight. FBD of upper OS and block together. You understood this free body diagram? Yes or no? Hello? Yes. If you consider this as the x, this is the y, summation fy0 will give r cosine 5 plus 5 degree minus 5 equal to 0. Phi you know from the friction angle. Okay. If mu equal to given, so phi equal to tan inverse mu. That you can calculate. This is the first relationship I have. That r cosine, sorry, r2, r2 cosine this, cosine 5 plus 5 degree minus 5 equal to 0. R2 equal to, you can calculate, R2 equal to, let me see, some value you can get, 5.6 kilonewton. This R2 you can calculate first from the free body diagram of this one. Once you know this R2 value, you show here R2. Okay, you don't show this because you will be confused. You don't show this. You know this is R2, this is phi, this is phi or theta, whatever you want. This is 5 degree. So this is the output or the reactions for the upper block and OS. Now we are drawing FBD of lower OS. WDGE. Okay. So whenever you are doing this, be careful. I have only this direction, this R2. This one I will not show because R2 is nothing but the outcome of reaction force which I got from this free body diagram. Nothing has been transferred other than R2 here as the contact force. You forget about now this 5 kilonewton load, this reaction, this P. No, only it is now R2 and the reactions here. Now, at the bottom, you consider R1. Don't show this. Don't be confused. Don't show this. Only R1 will make phi with the normal force. This normal force and friction force at the lower portion of the OS, lower surface, will have the resultant R1, and that R1 is making the angle with the normal to the surface, that is phi. So what relationship here? This is X, this is Y. Relationship is R1 cosine phi minus R2 cosine phi plus 5 degree equal to 0. You calculate R1. Somewhere it has been written, yes, R1 is. See, there will be some numerical error here, don't worry. So you can get R1 and R2, summation Fy. Now, this is the P force it has been told. So summation Fx, if you use, then it is R2 sine 5 degree plus phi plus R1 sine phi minus P equal to 0. I do prefer, let's have right side as a 0. Okay. So from this you can calculate P value. Because you know R1, R2, P value is 4.53 kilonewton. But you see which one I have solved, be careful. I have these two P force we are pushing this we are pushing these two wedges together. What is the outcome? The block will try to move up. That one we have solved till now. If we move this P directions, that block will move upward directions. Now make it this P as a reverse direction. When you are making this P reverse directions, you try to understand this. Whenever you are moving this P reverse directions, this direction, so instead of here, reaction force will be there. So accordingly, R1, R2 direction will change. So what is happening? If I move P these directions, okay, then this is R1. Forget it. You remove this, otherwise you will do mistake. R1 and phi, nothing is there. Now what is happening? This is the reactions. You remove this. Only normal I want. No, this normal directions. This is the Y directions. This was what? Wait. So this is five degree, and this is the angle made. This is the angle made of the resultant R2. So you remove this. Only you consider this normal. You remove this one. Okay. Remove this. You try to understand this R2 is making with the normal. This is the normal. This is n, small n, normal. That angle is phi. The phi is tan inverse mu. This is phi, and this is 5 degree. So it is angle is phi minus 5 degree. This is basically phi minus 5 degree. So relationship is P minus R2 sine phi minus 5 degree minus R1 sine phi equal to 0. You calculate this correctly, you will get from this relationship directly. You can get the value of the P value. Okay. Now, what about this R1 and R2 value in that case? Directly you can get this one, that summation Fy equal to 0. Summation Fy equal to 0 will give R1 cosine, here cosine phi minus R2 cosine phi minus 5 degree. This minus this equal to 0. Once again, this basically this R2 in this case cosine phi minus 5 degree equal to 5 kilonewton load. If you similarly, if you draw this, basically this 5 kilonewton load y direction will remain there. But here R2 cosine 5 plus 5 degree will becomes cosine 5 minus 5 degree. From the relationship you can utilize. So basically, if you do correctly, so here somebody can write this is R1 prime, R2 prime. That way also you can consider. There are two cases. If you solve correctly, you will get the correct results. Let me explain once again. Initially, let's consider that two forces, they are pushing together, and due to that upper waves will move little up directions. Hence, that 5 kilonewton load also will move upward direction. Draw the free body diagram carefully. Start from here to get the relationship of R2 and this 5 kilonewton like weight of the upper block, huge weight. That is 5 kilonewton, huge weight. So to do this, summation Fy equal to 0 will give R2 cosine theta plus phi equal to 5. Then come back to free body diagram of these portions. So that R2 will be there. So in vertical directions, R2 cosine theta plus phi will be here R1 cosine phi, vertical directions. In horizontal directions, that is R2 cosine, R2 sine 5 degree plus phi plus R1 sine phi minus P equal to 0. Okay. You solve this, you will get R1, R2 and P values. This is case 1. Okay. But you have to be careful. What we are assuming that both faces here and here we are using phi. Why you are using phi? You should write here. Our assumption is that limiting friction will reach at both upper surface and lower surface of the lower block. Upper surface and lower surface of the lower block. That is the assumptions we are doing. That's why we are utilizing this phi. Unless we cannot solve this problem, it will be indeterminate. So what we are considering that for lower waves, upper surface and lower surface both has reached to the limiting friction cases. That is the first assumption. I forgot to tell initially. That's why this phi and this phi is valid for the expressions. So based on that, you can get this P value to lift it up. Then to lift it down, what you have to consider? You have to reverse the direction of the force. If you do that, accordingly R1 and friction force will start acting in opposite. Initially it was say for this case, it was right side directions left to right, it becomes right to left. It was inclined left to right, now it becomes inclined right to left. That's why this R2 and R1 direction has changed. What is R1 and R2? That is nothing but the resultant between the normal force and the coefficient of frictions. Now, very nicely you have to notice this R2 is making angle with the vertical, that is 21.8 degree minus 5 degree. 5 minus 5 degree. Here it is 5 remain. Okay, summation Fy equal to 0, summation Fx equal to 0, solve it. You will get the correct answer. Any doubt for this? Yeah, students, any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Yes. Then I can move to the last problem, 10. Which one is 10? Yes, let me check. Okay. So calculate the horizontal force P on the light 10-degree wedge. Light means massless. This wedge. Necessary to initiate movement. It is trying to do the movement of the 40 kg cylinder. This is 40 kg cylinder. Huge weight compared with this say wooden block. That's why we can neglect this. Coefficient of static frictions for both pairs of contacting surfaces, all mu is 0.25. Also determine the friction force FB at point B. Actually, FB is supposed to be this way. FB friction at this. We have to calculate. Now to solve this problem 10, correct? So to solve this, one thing we can assume that there are two. See, if you draw a free body diagram of this, so one is its self weight, let it be. One is its reaction force here, and during this contact, this is the normal. Say NB, NA, this is mg. Okay. So I have not considered friction yet. I will consider here. Wait. Then for this case, see this is roller. We will not consider any friction there. Let it be only this. Then this is weightless. Then this is the normal reactions NB. Okay. This is P. This is say N. AB. Let's see NC. Okay. Now friction force. Here I have not considered the friction force. Okay. If I move these directions, this is the driving force. So here friction will be upward or downward here along the incline, upward or downward?
Downward.
This one we are trying to move this. It will help you or it will resist it?
Resist.
Resist.
It will resist. If it is resist, then it will move upward directions. Inclined upward directions.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. Or if it is not resisting, then it will move in other directions. Okay. So you are telling that it will resist. If it resists, it will be like this. Say FB. I am not talking about till now no relationship like whether FB is limiting or not. We don't know. If it is FB here, it will be FB here like this. Now, what is happening here? It is upward or downward directions. Here in this wall.
Downward, sir.
Downward.
Downward direction. See, if you take moment with respect to this is passing through this, mg is already passing through this is also passing through this. So common sense also say to clockwise moment should be nullified by the anti-clockwise moment. Okay. So these directions. FA. This point is A. Yes, this point is B. Now, if we can consider the two reaction force basically here, one is Na, other is Nb. Coefficient of friction is same for all cases. So which one is higher, Na or Nb? Na will be higher or Nb will be higher here?
NB will be
NB will be higher because
NB.
yeah, NB will get some component of the huge weight mg, 40 kg, correct? Around 400 Newton load. But there will be no contribution of that load here. Only it is related to P and some frictions. So NB is higher than this. Mu is same. So mu NB, mu Na and mu is lower than mu NB. So this is FA limit. This is FB limit. Is that it? So it is a limiting case of A, limiting case at point B. So limiting case, limiting friction at A is lower than limiting case, limiting friction of B. So slip will start at
A.
Point.
will start at which point?
Point A.
Point A, sir.
At point A. If it is starting point A, then FA equal to mu Na. That is the limiting case. FA equal to mu Na. Mu Na. That relationship is correct. So limiting case, only one case we are using in that case. If slip starts at A, that is mu multiplied by Na. Mu multiplied by Na. Take moment with respect to this, say O point. Then FA equal to FB. FA equal to FB equal to this value. FA equal to FB equal to this value. Okay, let's show you the solutions. This is 10, correct? Let me check. What is this? 9. Yes. So, assumption is slip will start at point A. So, this is the free body diagram. I am taking moment with respect to this point. Then we will get FA equal to FB equal to mu. Here it is A mu S Na. Okay, NB. So we can get FB equal to FA equal to mu Na. FB I cannot use mu NB. This is A. Okay. So FA equal to this is valid. Now there are now for this is one free body diagram. This is another free body diagram. Free body diagram of this cylinder. Free body diagram FBD of OS, FBD of cylinder. Do it carefully. You will get some relationship. Like summation fx equal to 0 will give some relationship. From that, you can get some n1 value, some n2 value. You can take this value also to get the P, solve it. Finally, you will get P value as 90.6 kilonewton. Now we will check it whether you are correct or not. So FB equal to mu NB. Actually, it is B. Okay. This is A. I think this is B. So this is 0. Mu is how much it is told? Somehow 0.25 multiplied by Na. Na. Let me check A and B. Sorry. N2 was okay. This is basically B. Okay, don't be confused. Okay, so this is B. I did the mistake because 1 and 2 here A and B. So if you calculate mu multiplied by this NB, this is 107 Newton. Okay, and mu Na was FA basically. That was 24.65 Newton. So that was higher than this. That's why even it starts sleeping at A, B will not at B, point B, at contact between this and this, sleeping will not start. So B limit is higher than the B limit equilibrium. Okay. Hence our assumption is correct. So you have to show this. Show that initial assumption is correct. If you are not showing this, okay, if you are not showing this, then your answer is not correct, because it may happen that whatever you have assumed that it is wrong, then you have to consider reverse. Instead of sleeping at A, it will start at say B. But you have to be careful. When you have 4 or 5 surfaces in contact, you may reach to some wrong solutions. So try to understand some basics of the mechanics to assume that at which location that sleeping supposed to start. Okay. Any problem up to this?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me close this friction. No help, nothing for the frictions. Okay. Now I'll. Okay. Now for uh, for task problem, can you tell me some problems you are facing the issues? Let me write down. Whether how much I can solve, I don't know. At least I can note down. Tell me from 3.1, which one you are getting issues? One I have solved, correct? 3.1 and 3.2. 3.1, this one I have solved on that day. And this also I have solved. 5 also I solved. Then this one, 3.21 I have solved. So 3 problems I have solved out of 14. Now tell me, which one do you need help? Or if you are not getting time till now possible, then roughly tell me 2 problems I can solve. One from joint, other is from method of sections. You tell me. Next day also we'll do. Don't worry. So on that day I have shown you on that day these problems. Wait. This one and this one. These two I have shown. Then I have shown this one. These 3 problems. Now tell me any one problem from 3.1, any problem from 3.2. Don't worry. Next day also we'll continue this.
7.
Yeah, 3.7.
7.
This one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, 3.17. 3.17. Okay.
So 3.25.
Yes, 3.2. This one, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 3.25. Very good. Don't worry. We'll do this. Don't ask me break. Within 5 minutes, I'll finish it and I'll give the break. Okay. Yes. So this is the tower for a transmission line. In electrical engineer, you have seen this many times. Okay, is modeled by the truss as shown in the figure. The cross member, it is having some cross member here. This way, the cross member. Okay, this. Here one set, here one, here one. The cross members in the center sections of the truss may be assumed capable of supporting tension only. So it will take only tension load, that it is being told. So out of these 2 pair, only one member will take the load. Why this assumption? If it is not given, we cannot determine this. It will be indeterminate. We cannot determine the unknown. Next, for the loads of 1.8 kilonewton load applied in the vertical plane. This vertical plane means you try to understand. This is X, this is Y. So this is Z. Z is perpendicular. This vertical plane means it is in XY plane. It is in XY plane. Okay. Just a minute. Okay. So that means this vertical plane is indicating it is in XY plane. Okay. Now compute the force induced in the member AB, BD, CD. AB. Which is AB? AB, this member, then DB, DB, this member, then CD, CD, this member, AB, D, B, CD, CD, yes, yeah. Now, you try to understand this problem. When load has not been applied, this is symmetric, is not it? When load has not been applied, it is symmetric. Which method it is? Let me check. Method of joint, okay. When no load has been applied, it is symmetric, is not it? But load is applied, the load is not applied in symmetric way because it is having some inclined here, okay? Okay. So, symmetricity will be lost after the application of this 1.8 kilonewton load with some angle with the vertical by 15 degree. But initially geometry was symmetric. It is very common, no? You have seen many high extension wire, this type of connections. Okay, high electrical engineer might be interested in that. Okay, so for this, as everything is shown this side only, and you can see this is not the complete truss. This member is missing. Okay, so it is internally it is not stable. But using here two support, four support, it is made as a stable one. Because generally what happen if we could have a triangular shape, any three support is enough, correct? This here two support, two reactions, here one reaction. You can see here it is hinge, here it is extra support we have provided because externally we made this structure stable due to lack of this member. Okay. Now don't worry, we don't need to take any reaction force, not required. We are here only. Very careful observation, sorry. You can see very careful observations for joint E. Joint E says that this EA, ED, and this is EB, FBD of joint E. It will say that is this X in Y. In Y directions, summation Fy equal to 0 will ensure you EB value as how much? EB value?
0.
0.
That one you got first. Then you draw free body diagram of joint. This is AB, AE, and this is 18 kilonewton load. Say angle is theta, 15 degree. ABD of joint A. You can see as for method of joint says that all forces are passing through that point A. It is concurrent. So moment equilibrium equation is already been satisfied. You take summation Fx0, summation Fy0, x and y. Summation Fx0, summation Fy0 will give you the value of unknowns AC and AB. So AB is done. Okay. Once AB is done, you draw the free body diagram of B, this, and this. This is B, BC, AB, and BD. And this is already 0, correct? And this is known. This is known. So you can calculate this, these unknowns. Now question is for to calculate this. Because when I want to move C or D, if I want to move C or D, either we have to consider this is under tension or this is under tension. So B, DF, GFC. Either of these, yeah.
Why B is 0?
This one.
BE.
BE. Because if EB is 0, B is also 0. Two force member. Error is from, no? Why it is 0? No components, it is perpendicular. Hey, you are not listening to my lectures from the beginning. It is straightforward. B is 0. If you draw the free body diagram of joint E, is that it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So now question is this DF and CJ, which one is tensile or compressive? That one is the, or what expression you can use for this? What you can assume that? Which one is what? Okay. So to understand this, okay, if you consider this set roughly, this set, okay, right. Okay, just a minute. Just a minute. Okay, so just a minute. We are here. So now question is, if I consider roughly these portions, if I apply force like this will be compressive, this will be tensile, this will be tensile. So what is the possibility to have this member, tensile or compressive? Can you guess? Are you sure or any idea whether tensile or compressive?
Please repeat the question.
Yeah,
Which
Sir, in which
component?
part? I don't. In which part we have to tell?
this one. DF or JC, anything. Anyone is okay. Any idea you can get, you're getting such that we can assume and we can move.
Sir,
Sir, it's
DG
neither.
should be.
No, sir. I think it's 0.
Which one?
DC and JF.
Why it is 0?
So because we draw the feedback diagrams, Fy is going to be 0. Sigma Fy.
DC and JF.
Oh, no, maybe not. Maybe not.
No.
DF tensile.
DF may be tensile. Maybe this is tensile. And other one is compressive. Okay. Any other idea?
Sir, I think both are tensile.
Okay, maybe both are tensile. Okay. Okay, let me see. Time is short. I can show you the solution for this 7, correct? 3.1. We can have some inequality expressions for this 7. Okay. Okay. So if you want to draw a free body diagram of G, okay, here let me check. Long time back I did. So I have started from A, here, then E, then D. For D, I will get some expression. We don't know the value actually. Some inequality will get. Then we can move to H. Yes. Then we can move to I, straightforward. Then we can move to G. Then we can move to J. This way, if I move to draw the free body diagram, one by one I will show you. This is for A, this is for E, this is for B, this is for D. So D will come some expression. We don't know the value, positive or negative. Some expression I can get for D. Then I can start for H, I can calculate the value, everything. Then I can calculate the value. Then G, for G, I can calculate everything value. Then J also I can get some expressions. Some expressions. For J, I can get some expressions. Because initially I am considering I have some confusion, I don't know which one is tensile, which one is compressive. Let's start from right side and draw the FBD and get to the solutions. Finally from expression 1, this is 1, from the expression 1, 2, maybe here some 3 or 4, we can get this expression if we consider dF is in tension. dF is in tension. If we consider what is dF, dF we already got, it is in tension. I tell you. If I go this expressions, this one, we'll get one expression like this. dJ, which one is dJ? This dJ equal to 9.4 minus dF some value. And dJ is tension we already get, we have already got before. dJ somewhere, sorry, it is not dJ, it is dF. Somewhere I got dF solutions. Let me check. dF, correct? dF. Let me just a minute. All the steps, let me check one by one. dF is unknown. Hg, ei, df. Okay, fine. So we are assuming if df is tensile, this is our assumption. If df is tensile, then dj will be maximum value of 3.4. Similar way from the expression 3 here, wait, yes, from the expression 3 we can get the dj equal to another expression. That expression, if we consider this CF is the tensile, so this is the minimum value. If you take this both one, then dj minimum value is this. If dj is minimum value is this, then df we can calculate as 1.3 kilonewton. Then CD, another one, CD we can calculate as minus 9.2 kilonewton. Just a minute. Let me check with the requirement. It was A, B, C, D and A, B, C, D and D, DF. A, B, C, D, no, DB. It is also DB. DB. That we have calculated already before. That has come as a 0 before. Because why dB has come to 0? Because once we got this value as a 0, then from this we move to B and draw this free body diagram. This is inclined, so this value will be 0. That already you know before. So that means this is inactive, entire things. Then we have applied this load. Then DF supposed to be tensile one. Okay. Once again I can say it is very lengthy. What I want to do, let it be some short form. To do this, we can assume that, let me check this. This will ensure that EB is 0 and this is B and this is D. So this free body diagram of E will give EB 0, free body diagram of B will give BD 0. That means you consider this is not there, this is not there, no, it is not taking load. So entire system is like this load has been applied and we have some cross member like this. We have some cross member is like this. Like this. And if you load apply like this is D, this is F, this is C, then you can assume this as the tensile. This FD as the tensile because it will act as a tensile load. You can move that way also. Considering this as the tensile, so this will be compressive. These assumptions you take and solve it and finally show that you are correct. Means you are getting FD as a tensile and this is J as the compressive. That will be better way. I'll tell you once again. What is the way I am showing you? This will be very lengthy. It is taking much time. But somebody can go this step by step. Finally, there will be some inequality expressions for this one and for this one. Considering DF as a tensile, minimum value we can get, and considering CJ as a tensile, minimum value we can get. Considering both, considering this is also tensile, but inequality will say that DJ is less than this and this DJ is less than this. Which one I should take? Less than this is less than this is also less than equal to expression. So then we can consider some lower value of DJ. Then corresponding DF we can calculate. So remaining thing CD we can calculate accordingly. You follow this, and if you are facing any issue, next day we can see. Another approach we can do, initially we can think that this is tensile, this is compressive, and solve it, and you try to get the answer. Hopefully you will get this answer in that way. Understood?
Yes,
Question
sir.
is,
Thank you, sir.
if it is very lengthy, if it is very lengthy, I will not provide you in the class test or midterm because 15 minutes nobody can do this problem. Not possible. Okay, understood. It is not possible for students to do this. If it is only one member, single shot you can do, then it is fine. But as I told, both approaches you can try, whatever you are convenient, do and let's see that how much results you are getting. As it is assignment, you have enough time. That is my assumptions. You have to do and you can submit. But in exam, generally I will not provide you. Okay. Last problem. Now last problem was 3.25. 3.25. Okay. Okay, fine. So see, this is triangular
Sir,
shape.
please stop now, sir. Sir, we are feeling exhausted now.
Only 1 minute I will take. This is one member, all triangular. Okay, all triangular shape. This is basically roller, and this is basically hinge. Okay, so 5. Okay, to solve this, what we can do? We'll take this is the cutout. What we have to calculate? We have to calculate for this problem. Calculate BF. So this force we have to calculate. This force. So this is the imaginary cutout. You will take imaginary cutout and take any portions. So this is the imaginary cutout, and this has been exposed here. Force. This force has been exposed. You can see the angles. This is one point. It is pointing towards this point. Now if you take moment with respect to this A point, you take moment with respect to A point here. That means this is passing only BF. That directly you can say. Take moment with respect to A, this equal to 0, equal to 0 here, and only unknown is BF. Directly you can get. Only thing is you have to be careful to calculate the moment arm and all the calculations to get the BF. So BF is nothing but BF equal to 24 by AJ. But what is the value of AJ? To get this, you have to follow some geometric calculations. And AJ will get 2.29, then 24 by this, along with minus sign, it will be, you can do it is compressive. So that force you can calculate. That's all. Today I can stop here. Okay. Next day we'll see. So
Okay, sir.
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes. So what we'll do next day, that only we'll concentrate on task problem, but my suggestion is you try your best to complete all the task problem, such that you can get some concrete idea that one or two problems you are facing to solve. Okay. So with this, I want to stop the lectures.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye.